I would have made 10x the money if it wasn't for this one bad mistake. Hey, I grew 5 different online businesses to 5 figures a month, and on this channel I'm answering your questions and helping you to grow and build yours. So I was asked, what is the biggest mistake that beginners make who want to start an agency, SMMA, AI agency, anything that can be high ticket and you can sell from home in B2B, right? And before I elaborate on that, let me just tell you that if you make this mistake, it will cost you years. It will cost you probably 6 figures in earnings in the first few years. So let me drive this home and let you know that I don't want you to make this mistake. I made this mistake. I could have made so much more money because I've been doing this for the past 9 years, and I've made this mistake pretty much consistently. The biggest mistake, in my opinion, is that people who start growing their agency want niche down, and they want basically sell 1 or 2 isolated services. They don't specialize. They don't become a boutique agency. And when you don't do that, when you just become the kind of all-around service provider who's just selling everything to everybody, then it's much harder to scale. It's much harder to really focus. And in this video, we'll talk about why that is the case and why you have to niche down. Also, like how you have to niche down, how you have to think about finding and dedicating yourself to the one niche and the one service that you want to sell. First of all, when it comes to niches, I think that if you become a specialist, not only in a certain service, but also talking to a certain niche, to a certain group of people and learning more about their culture and basically the typical mistakes, the typical problems they have in their business, right? That's going to help you grow so much faster. Now, one of the mistakes that I made was that when I started, especially, I would take on clients who need email sales copy, email traffic, sales funnels, basically sales copy as well for their website. I would do all of this, especially over the first few years. And then when I started going deeper into, what else can you offer? Then I also started offering even a wider range and even more services, talking about Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads, pretty much everything. And the problem here is, well, you can't be a black belt at Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo and everything else at the same time. Usually you become a master at one thing or maybe 2, but realistically, that's it. So that's how you should think about building your business. What is the one thing where you want to stand out and become one of the best? And see, despite the fact that this got me testimonials and great feedback in tons of different industries and tons of different clients, and I collected something like 200 to 250 testimonials over the past few years. Even though that's the case, and even though that's a big advantage now, because still I can choose basically and go, hey, go back to a niche that I worked with 5 years ago, because I still have proof that I can show that providing my service in this industry has helped a client before, right? That's an advantage. But also I feel to some degree, I would have made a lot more progress if I would have focused on only one niche and one service right from the start. So if you're starting right now, or if you're in the first few months or maybe even years of building your business, then 100% I would say dedicate yourself and sacrifice in order to just focus on one thing and become a master at that. Whether that's Google ads for a specific type of client, it's Facebook ads for a specific type of client, that's what you should do. And that's going to yield you the best results. Because also it's incredibly hard to build a reputation if you're that guy who, like me, has worked with fitness centers, but also construction companies, but also architecture companies, but also marketing agencies and lots of other clients in different categories, coaches, fitness coaches, speakers, all kinds of clients over the past close to 10 years. While I have gained so much experience, I also feel like I have basically leveled, if you look at this from a video game perspective, I leveled my character to like level 2, but in every single category, instead of leveling only one category to like level 80 and be at like max level. That's the one thing that I would tell you should focus on. Don't make this mistake. It will cost you years, lots of money, and so on. Now, this YouTube channel is supposed to be gold for the few chosen ones who found it. You can drop a comment right here. I will make a video on your comment if it's a great question, and answer it in detail. If you have a great question about building an AI, SMA agency of any kind, selling high-ticket services to businesses, I will answer it. And if you want to see a free training where all of these gentlemen you can see right here started 6K in the first month, 4K in the first week, 7K with the first client, 100K in the first year, then head over to marvinadam.com for a free training that will be worth your time. Have a beautiful rest of your day.